What's going on, guys? I've got a little drop shot tip for you today. I'm going to show you something I like to do personally. It has really upped my drop shot game a lot. You know, whenever I first started, I always used a nose hook, and that's what a lot of people use. And it seems like with that nose hook, you either get them really good and they're not going to come off, or you kind of just barely skin hook them. Sometimes you have to throw that small hook. It gives you more action. You can throw smaller baits. But I wanted to find something that would kind of eliminate that what if I don't get a good hook in them or something like that. So anytime that I can get away with it, I'm going to throw a straight shank hook on my drop shot. So this right here is just a #1 VMC Nico hook. I know it kind of sounds funny throwing a Nico hook on a drop shot, but this hook allows me to set the hook a little bit more. It's not so much of like a circle hook that you just start reeling into them. It's more of a hook that you can set the hook and go ahead and drive that hook home. It actually turns out to be just the perfect hook in my opinion. And so there's a couple different ways you can rig your bait on here. If I'm fishing open water and I know I'm not going to get hung up, a lot of times I'm just going to run this bait up on the hook, kind of like I'm, threading it up on a jig head. And, you'll thread that bait up on there and it'll just be, open hook. And, when that fish gets it and you set the hook, you've got him. And so the other way you can rig this, say you're in, in some grass or, in some sort of cover, you can also take this hook and Texas rig the same baits. And, you're still going to get good action. And, the nice thing about when you're using this straight shank, the point of your hook is, it's a lot farther back in the bait opposed to the nose hook. If I was using the nose hook on this bait, it would just be right here on the very tip of it, and that fish has got to suck in the whole bait. Nice thing about, the straight shank, they eat half the bait, you still got them. This is a little trick that really helped my drop shotting, and I hope it can help yours too.